Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a quick guide to take a look at the new Farm Production Pack coming out April 30th for all platforms. This is an early access version, so some things may change in the final version. But before we jump into it, I want to say kind of what we're going to do here today. We're going to go through the buildings, kind of start with the more basic, more boring stuff, just some sheds and stuff like that. Not that it's bad, but just that they're less exciting. Then move to storages, then some of the productions, some of the renewable energy sources, and I think we'll end on the distribution center and some of the new sell points. We'll end on that. So if you're just here for some of those things, feel free to skip ahead down below. But before you do any skipping, I want to let you know who this video is brought to you by. This video is brought to you by G-Portal, who has been very kind to sponsor this video. They are a fantastic server company. If you need a server for Farming Simulator 22, or honestly any other game that you play online with friends, they're perfect for that. They can get you cross-platform servers and all sorts of things for Farming Simulator, and it's probably the cheapest service out there, or one of the cheapest ones, if not the cheapest one, to get a good server. And quite honestly, they're the best servers out there. I mean, it's not... Yes, I guess you could say I'm a little biased because I'm partnered with them, but at the same time, I use G-Portal servers because they are reliable, they work really well, and I never have to worry about getting disconnected or anything like that, or the servers going down. They just do a good job with that, and they are very reasonably priced. So, and if you wanted to play the game with a million mods like I do, because I add a lot of mods into my game saves, as you guys likely know, you can rent a lot of extra mod saves really easy from G-Portal. It's very easy to do that. So, and it's not very much money either to add a lot of extra gigabyte downloads for mod space on your server, wherever you're playing on. And you can do, again, cross-platform, PC, everything you would like to do on there. You can get all that set up through G-Portal. There's a link down below in the description. If you do use that link, you do get a discount, so that's always good. Discounts are fun. So you get a discount, and it goes to help support the channel in addition to that as well. So make sure you guys check out G-Portal if you're going to play multiplayer, and use the new Farm Production Pack on there with your friends. All right, so this has 24 new items, I think is what it is. We have some sheds along here. So let's take a look at some of the sheds first. Let's go into build mode. Let's take a look at these sheds. So we got these sheds along here. This one's a shed and a storage. This is a storage there. Vehicle shop there. And we got some other stuff. And then we'll take a look at the sell points after this. So taking a look here. All right, sheds. If we go to sheds and we scroll on the end, now some of these I have premium expansion installed. I'll explain why later, but those are installed right now. So here we have a few for the Farm Production Pack. So first off, we have this guy right here, vehicle storage. I'll open my help menu as well. You can rotate this smoothly. It's $145,000 to buy. The entrance is right there, pretty easy there. You can do snapping however you want to do it. So you also can change the color of it. If you zoom in here, you can see we have several of just kind of those basic colors that you can change it to throughout there. So pretty easy to do that. Moving on from there, we have this guy. It's more of an open shed, only $32,000, very different in price from that guy there. So not too bad there. You also can change the colors on this if you'd like to change that. You may do that, N and M. And again, you can smoothly rotate this guy. Moving on, we have this guy, $165,000 to buy. This one is a snap rotate, so just be aware of that. You can only snap rotate it. Basically, it has kind of some outdoor storages there, as well as some indoor storage on the left-hand side. And you can also change, you can see the color of this change as well right on here if you'd like to do that. So you can do that if you'd like as well. Moving on from there, we have this guy, $165,000. This one also snaps, so just be aware of that. But you still can change the color, and it's the whole thing that gets the color change on there, as you can see. So a lot of different color options. You can change it however you'd like to there. Moving on to our last just shed option, we have this guy right here, which also snap rotates. And you can change the colors as well. So just pretty standard stuff for sheds. But let's go ahead and walk through the sheds now. So I actually end up kind of placing them backwards in a certain way. So here, this is the main door right here. Oh, yep, there we go. I actually got it to work. That's perfect. I can't hear the animation. Let me make sure my volume is turned up here. Where are we at? Volume master. Let's turn that way up. Let's just crank that. There we go. Now you guys might be able to actually hear something there. I'll turn it up a little bit on OBS too, so you guys can hear some of the things happening. But yeah, so if we go in here, that's the only entrance as far as I can see. Everything else looks pretty normal in here. If you go up to, there should be a way to turn these lights on in here. I got my flashlight on. That closes the gate. There should be a switch right there, maybe? Can we turn the lights on there? Nope. Usually they have a switch somewhere, and you go up to it, and you hit R, and you can turn it on. Maybe I can't turn the lights on. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to turn the lights on. That's also a very real possibility. I don't see a switch. I could be missing it. It's probably somewhere really obvious. You guys are probably yelling at your screen right now. But that just kind of is what it is. All right, I can't figure out how to turn the wonderful lights on. It also could be they just automatically come on at night, but I know some of the other sheds you can turn them on and off. So we'll close that one. Move on to the next guy. This is just an open shed here, as you guys have seen. And this one, let's see, is there a way to turn these lights on in here? Can't remember if there is for this one. This isn't open or anything, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. These might just be automatic at night for these guys. There's only one way to check, and we can check that here in a minute. We'll go here. This guy. Beautiful storage areas. They're not bunker silos. They're just bulk storages. That looks kind of like a light there. There we go. Turn on shed lights. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for, is little things like that. The little door here does open. This door opens and closes. Easy peasy. And then there should be another lights. I think we can go right here. Yep. Turn on shed lights. There we go. Nice lights in there as well. Moving on, we got this guy right here, which has a main door right here that slides open and shut. And we should be able to turn the lights on as well. And here, right there, I think. There we go. Turn on the shed lights. And you have, again, these are not bunker silos, big bulk storages here for you. Little side door open? No, is that not open? Oh, you can't even see that door exists out here. Okay. That explains it. That's kind of weird. There's a door that doesn't exist on the outside. Don't know what to think about that. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, well, I guess it would maybe go to, like, the outside of this. Maybe to go back and clean it. Maybe that's supposed to be that way. Anyhow, okay. So, we have this shed now. This one here has nice area here, and then some bulk storage over there. Turn the lights on there. That switch. Again, not a bunker silo, just a nice bulk storage area. And you have 3 doors, which open and close for you, easy peasy. And that is it for those ones. Now, moving on from there, and actually, let's check those shed lights real quick. Let me just go ahead and make it nighttime. That'd be pretty easy to do here. Let's just make it like, yeah, 2200. Okay, I turned all those lights on, so let's go check the ones that we didn't have lights on before, such as this guy right here. Still no lights. Gosh, there's got to be a switch somewhere. Oh, maybe is it right there? I would have thought that would have been it. It could also... Oh, yeah. Turn on shed lights. There we go. Okay, I did figure it out. I told you I was stupid and I missed it. I told you that happens. Okay. This guy right here, did these ones just turn on at night? No, so I must have missed this one as well. That checks out. Oh, there it is up there. Perfect. Okay, apparently I can find light switches better at night. Let's move on to... That's fine there. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, advanced. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care how many months we advance. Yeah, get me to this time. Okay. Is it raining? Thought about it for a second. Okay. I still hear the rain animation. Let me fast forward a little bit of time. Should go away. Yep, there we go. Okay, perfect. I'll see, that was going to drive me crazy. All right, moving on to these kind of storages areas here. So if we go to silos down at the very end, we have this first one right here, which again, you can smooth rotate, which is great. And you can change the color as per usual. 145,000 holds 250 pallets, bales, that sort of thing. So basically these guys work essentially like this guy right here. If you know what this guy is, this came in an update recently, put your bales, pallets, and stuff like that. That's how these guys work. So this one holds 250. This one also holds 250. It's just this open one here, see on the end. You can smooth rotate it, and you can change the colors as you would like to. So pretty easy there. And while we're actually in here, because we're going to take a look at this next, if we go to tools, we have a couple of things. I'll talk about this guy right here, little solar panel robot. But we have the big vehicle shop, which is $274,500 to place. We can smooth rotate it, and we can change the color of it as well, which I should have probably just done. It would have been kind of nice to do that. But yes, let's take a look in here. So this one has storage on this side. This door opens and closes. You can turn on the shed lights if you'd like to, and I don't think it does this side. Yeah, this side has its own set of shed lights, and you can see this is storage here. Can't go through there. You can shut the door in between them as well, and this door opens and closes. And again, I have super strength on, that's why I can lift these. You can put your pallets in. There it is. Okay, so let's say it just ate it. Gone. But yeah, you can put your pallets in there, which is super cool. You can get them out if you want to by scrolling through there, and they'll spawn. That's just going to spawn that one. They'll spawn it. Where does it spawn it? There we go, right out front. Sometimes you need to figure that out. This one's the same way. Light switches up in that weird spot. It's basically that shed over there, except it can do pallet storage. So we can put stuff in. Again, easy peasy. And then if I want to get stuff out, yeah, go ahead, sure. Spawn that, and right out here, perfect. Now just throw it back in. Easy peasy. Okay. The vehicle shop. So basically, this is like a legit, like, auto shop kind of place here. You have your vehicle repair trigger there for this zone in here. You have 3 doors that open up in here, which is great. Nice big open space, and I'm sure that there is a light switch there if I can find light switches. And oh, I really like this. I didn't even notice this before when I was setting them up. It's a drive-through shed, which is super nice. And you have some storage back here, and that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward for that. Be kind of cool to have a little bit of a, I don't know, vehicle shop somewhere, but there you go. All right, moving on. We have a couple of production facilities. So we go in here, we go under production, go down to the very end, kind of the end here. We have farm production pack, these guys right here. I'm going to do a separate video to explain how to use all of these guys right here. So just be aware of that. And the Cleaner Tiger, I actually don't. Tastes good and transfer them into different products. I don't know what this one does yet. I have to figure that one out. It's just very odd. Very odd. This one is going to clean stuff. Now, there is one nifty thing. So it does say over here it's going to take water, potatoes, and sugar beets to make wash potatoes and wash sugar beets. I have heard there's a glitch where it's maybe not working right now, so hopefully that's fixed before release. We'll talk more about that, but this also does work with the root crops for the premium expansion, which is nice. Then, and this guy, again, 85,000 to buy. It's that guy right over there. Easy peasy. We have the Lily Spear here, which you'll say, or you'll see it's $80,000 to buy. It intakes sulfuric acid and makes liquid fertilizer. And you see it says already has a manure handling system. It's because there's a chicken shed here, and I can't put it over there in the area there. But let's say if I demolish this, I sell that, perfect, and I wanted to put this one down. It says place next to a husbandry, so here I'm too far away. Then once I get close to a husbandry, I can put one down for that husbandry area there. So easy peasy to do that. And then we have the Cleaner Tiger, which again, I don't know what does yet. It's $85,000 to buy. And then lastly, kind of part of this, in the store, the only item you can buy in the store that comes with this pack is sulfuric acid, 2,000 liters for $800. Gives you this pallet. You do have to use a forklift or something to lift it. I have super strength on, and we can just put that into here, I'm assuming. Oh, I have to open this, don't I? Yep, there we go. Put that in there, and it will intake sulfuric acid. Yep. Okay, no, it didn't take very much. It only takes 500 liters. And then again, we have this guy over here, which let's take a look in the productions, because you're probably curious about that. If we, not there. I want to go into the menu, productions. So you can see those other items are in here. You do lose a little bit out of it, which is kind of interesting, and there's no like waste product. So you do lose a little bit out of it, but if we go down here, we do have those new products in here theoretically. So 240. So let's look at the max price for this. 386 for wash turnips versus regular turnips are 292. So you will make some. You will make some money off of that. Even with the loss, you'll still make a little bit extra profit. So it's probably worth it. Potatoes 507 and 381. If we go up to potatoes and sugar beets up here, potatoes 390 and 277. So yeah, you're making a little bit more money off them. What were the sugar beets again? Yeah, you're making a little bit of money off them. So definitely a plus there. And then this one right here is kind of interesting. I haven't done any research into this. Obviously, this is 0 for 0. If I activate it, I don't know if it'll change anything. We can actually maybe just do a quick experiment. Yeah, so in 24 cycles of whatever this is, I'm assuming that because my animal pen is empty and there's nothing going on here, that this is not working and won't work until I get that up and running. So that kind of makes sense. Now this guy right here, there's no production chain in here for it, but let's try to access it there. Okay, so all it's going to do is make you sugar beets and sugar beet cut. I think I knew that. Did I read that? I probably knew that, but you can turn it on and off here, and you can put stuff in and get your sugar beets and stones out. And I'm assuming you just drive under there to pick them up. I don't know how many liters it'll hold. I'll talk about this, and again, in more detail in a future video. But there you go. That's how that guy's going to work. And now we have kind of our regenerative sources of energy here. So first off, we go into here. We go down to, let's go, where is it? Production. Generators. Down at the very end here, we have the $75,000 small wind turbine that generates $6,840 a month. Then these guys, it doesn't say how much they generate, which is kind of interesting. But they work like a chain like this. So they kind of work like a fence in a way. So a few things that I've noticed with putting these down, just to mention, I can do this and then place it, and then I can keep going. I just can't go super, I can't turn super sharp, but I can do that. One thing up here, you'll see toggle snapping or toggle parallel snapping on and off. If you turn that on, that's great, because you can put this down, and then you can put another one down. It'll lock, oh, it should lock in. Yeah, you see that green part. See how it's locked in? The problem with I've noticed of this is it says sometimes collides with different objects, and if I try to put it in front, it always says collides with different objects. And for whatever reason, I can't get it to go the whole length. I have to always step it back by like 2 or 1, like I did here. I always have to step it back. So this seems a little glitchy. I don't know if that's intentional, but like, again, if I did this and I have that snapping, I can only go, I can't go all the way out. I have to go down, and oh, that's so weird. Yeah, so it just doesn't seem like it works super great. Obviously, I'd rather just have, maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's how the solar panels are supposed to be. I'm not a solar expert, but it just seems a little obnoxious to me for that. Scared of all these extras here. But the cool little litter, good lord. The little solar panel cleaning robot that's under, where is it? Is it under factories? No, it's under miscellaneous somewhere. What is it? We'll get to those later. Oh, tools. Yes, tools. Here we go. $10,200. Cannot be placed here. It's because this one already has one. If I demolish this one, if I put it out here, it'll say cannot be placed here. Then once I get within so close to the solar panels, it'll let me place it. Now, it says that you can use this to clean the solar panels when they need it. So if I come up to it and I hit R, it just automatically goes and it starts slowly but surely cleaning these things. Now, the problem that I have noticed is these panels, I fast forwarded over a year and they didn't get any dirtier. Like, they just stayed the same. So this just kind of seems like, even in the pre-order, like the photos showed that something was going to happen. I mean, it's cool that it's doing something. It's going to clean this panel, then move on to this panel, I think. But it just seems useless, I think, is the best way to describe it. But over here, I can hit R to stop washing and it goes off of there. So anyhow, it is a thing that happens. But let me get all this junk cleared out of here, and we will start talking about the sell points, which I think are probably one of the most exciting parts of this pack. All right, sell point time, and we are going to finish out with the distribution center. I can't talk. So let's talk about just placing these guys down here. So going to production under selling points, got quite a few in here. So we have the bakery market stall, $2,000 to buy. There's not anything special. You can rotate it smoothly. Vegetable market stall, rotate it smoothly. Nothing special about it up there. Dairy market stall, you can rotate it smoothly. $2,000 again. $80,000 for the Fresh Farmers Supermarket, which is right there. Nothing special about it there. Keep going. We have our vending machines, $12,000 for this guy. Then we have the big vending machine, $12,000 for that one, and then the multi vending machine, $16,500 for that. Then $95,000 for the farmers market, and finally only $80,000 actually for this distribution center, which also doubles as a sell point, which we'll talk about when we get down there. So let's talk about these. So the one thing that's really cool about these, if I walk up to it down there in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see it says cake down there, which is great. So if I take, let's just get some cake in here. I take it, super strength it over here. It does sell it right off the bat, so you get the money right away. But it can only hold, well, is it not going to take that now? There we go. I have to have it held up. Well, that's going to drive a lot of people crazy. Or do I have to go in maybe further? Hopefully that's the problem. But anyhow, so it has cake. But the problem is I don't see the other things on there. So if we go to purchase it, and I don't know if this is an issue. Selling points. First one, bakery market. Yeah, there's tons of stuff on here. So let's just grab, like, well, something else that it's supposed to take, which is, well, chocolate was on that list. Let's just put a pallet of chocolate out here. Can I take chocolate and sell it here? I can't. So that's one thing that is kind of unique. And, like, I don't know if there's, like, if you place it, like, there's no options up in the upper left-hand corner to change, like, what it takes. And maybe there's something I'm missing about it, but as far as I can tell, it has all that stuff listed on there. It just doesn't seem to, yeah, and there's no, like, production. Like, if I go to production chains, there's nothing in here. If I go to, like, chocolate, there's no, it doesn't show up on here. Like, it just probably, if I go to cake, though, it probably does. Yeah, bakery markets also, it's just so strange. And obviously that is a much higher price, you can see, compared to the regular one. So you will get a lot for it, which is great, but you can only put so much into it at a time. And I'm assuming that will over time, just by, like, fast forward time. Okay, hasn't gone down yet. We're going to fast forward more time. 400 liters is still in there. Maybe every day it sells so much. Just fast forward a lot. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, and look at that. So I don't know why that's a glitch. As you just saw, it did sell all of our cake. It cleared it out of there, but now, now we'll take chocolate, and now the sell point is, or the point is on the ground there. So there we go, right there. You can see chocolate 100% covered, which is great. So that's what it'll do if it shows up. So now everything shows up. So I'm assuming that's the same for these guys too. Because this one should take more as well. Maybe you have to use it first? Gosh, this is such a... Yeah, look at all this stuff you should be able to put in there, but it doesn't have it. So do I have to put one of those items in there to get it to... Like, maybe if I get, well, what was it? Strawberries were on that list? I get some strawberries. All right, it's taking the strawberries. And then if I fast forward another 24 hours here... If I go over... Working on it... Okay, yeah, and the next day it all shows up. So you have to... That's so obnoxious. I am so sorry, everyone. I hope they fix a lot of these bugs with this DLC first. Or not first. Well, hopefully they do before they release it, but hopefully they get a lot of these issues fixed right away. But as you can see, market stalls and these ones... And I'm assuming that's to be the same issue. This one only shows eggs. I know you can sell other stuff here. This one... I don't know if this one has the same feature. I believe this one's just a flat-out sell point. No, Fresh Farmers Market also has a limit on it and a demand. So just be where you got to put one of the products that it's giving you in first to get it to actually work. So maybe you might have to F12 in something. This one is the same way. But you can see they're all pretty straightforward. Yeah, they have different animations and things like that. And like this one you can go inside of. But just know you might have to sell some stuff first. Does this guy have it? This is the bigger one here. Don't see... Yeah, this I didn't see a limit on this one, so this one might just be a flat out. This one might just be like a regular sell point here. That's the farmers market, the whole farmers market. Yeah, it doesn't have things listed. That one has some things listed, so maybe this one will just flat out take stuff, and there's no limit to it. Does this open up at all? No. And this is that says an out point, which that should be an in point. What is the description on this? This is a train wreck, guys. This is a train wreck. Farmers market buying. Oh, never mind. I just have to read it. Okay, it's a buying station. You can buy products that are needed for your farming operation. Okay, perfect. So this is a buying point. Sweet. Yep. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Never mind. Just ignore me. I am stupid. That was my fault. Okay, the final portion of this, which is the distribution center, has some nifty features. First off, if you just want to straight up sell stuff, there's a sell point back here, which... Please, Lord, just work as a normal. Yes, okay, it's selling stuff. We're getting money. That is easy. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Now, in here, you can store stuff, sure, and do all that. Very nifty. You can see all that stuff going on. All these doors open and shut. You can do all that. But over here, if I get over here, it says, oh, if I open the help menu, start delivery. It says no pallets to deliver. Okay, well, how do we get pallets to deliver? So you can back trucks up, or you can have pallets up on this area. You can see these two checkered areas. So if I have... Let's just put a pallet of sugar there and a pallet of sugar here. If I do that, if I go over here, do you want to deliver the pallets to the same place? Hit yes. And then inside the warehouse, when you hit yes to that, first off, it gives you a forklift to use, which actually, can you use it super strength on it? Oh, you sure can. And then it should have a spot for you to put them, which right over here, there's our spot. Now, the one thing I've noticed, because I use super strength, is if I take these and I haul them in here using super strength, and I put them on here, you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, it has a time limit, and delivered pallets 0 of 2. It gives you a few percent extra, I've noticed, just with doing it comparatively. So if you look at, like, the sugar price here, where is it at? Sugar. Where you at? Should be right there. Okay, so, holy smokes. That's a ridiculous thing to have happen. I don't know what's going on. I feel like that should not be how much you sell sugar for, even at a market stall. Distribution center, 932. So obviously if I take it out there, it's going to be 932. If I set it here, it's going to give me a bonus on top of that. Now, let's say I decided, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. All those pallets, if I hit this, they'll just sell. It'll automatically sell them. So it sold. Did it sell both of them? Yeah, so both those pallets that I was supposed to deliver, quote unquote, it just sells them for the regular price. So if you backed a bunch of trucks up here with a bunch of stuff in it and you just wanted to sell them, you could roleplay unloading them by activating this and then canceling it, and it'll sell them all for the distribution center price. But let's actually do this once. Let's put a thing of sugar there. I'm going to activate it. Okay. I have minutes. Well, it's at a minute 60 now. That's not a real time. I'm going to put it in here. And where do we have to deliver it? There should be another location right over there. Right over there. So I have to get it on that shelf, but I have to use this forklift. to get it on there. So I'm going to cheat a little bit to get it easier for me. But if we hop in here, and this forklift will disappear after you are done with the mission that you're working on. So we're going to get our sugar up here. I'm going to drive it over here. We're going to set it on that shelf just so you can see what it does. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner, if I have the help menu on there, at the bottom it says 0 of 1 delivered pallets and time left, minute 24. Plenty of time to set this on here. You don't have to set it on here perfect or anything like that. You just got to get it up in there. So if I do that and I back off, perfect. It'll automatically disappear. I made $1,006 instead of where are we at? $932. So I actually got quite a bit extra on that. So like that's not quite, that might have been 10% more actually, pretty close to that. But that's how the distribution center works if you wanted to do that. Otherwise, it just works like a regular storage facility. If you just wanted to stack pallets in here, you can't get rid of these decorative pallets. I wish you could, but you can't. But yeah, that's how all that stuff works. That's just kind of a basic overview. Again, I'll have more videos on this stuff later. But if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.